Hello Libra, how are you? It's me, Lauren B with the Untitled Tarot, back again. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna do your weekly. We're doing it outside. Thought everybody could use a little fresh air this week. We are going to do your spread with the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal Oracle by Kim Kranz, and then we're gonna pull some advice cards at the end from the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. So I pulled your general energy out, and we're gonna get into your strengths, your weaknesses, some advice, and what to do moving forward in a little bit. But so your first general energies that you have out, it seems like you're maybe going through a little bit of a disappointment period. Okay, so your first energy that you have out is the Moth, right? This is very much of a surrendering kind of energy, and you have that in reverse. So that tells me that there might be something that you're resisting right now. And next up you have the Buffalo. This is beautiful earth energy. With the Buffalo, for me, it reads almost a little bit like the hawk, in the sense that it normally brings some kind of message. It's like that rumbling, right, in the ground before like a stampede hits. You know, it's like when the air changes a little bit before a storm rolls in. It's like that moment. You know, so if these two cards came together upright, that would tell me that you would really need to surrender to some kind of inevitable process that is happening, right? In reverse, it almost tells me that you're not surrendering to something that didn't come in, right? It's almost being a little bit unable to let go of something, like you're just giving it to me. Like, say you broke up with someone, or you got into a fight with someone, something happened, and you were expecting them to come and apologize to you, right? Like that rumbling that you were anticipating, this whatever, and you were trying to surrender to that, and it didn't come in, it didn't happen. It's kind of like a vibe. This is just an example. This could totally, and energies or vice versa, they could be flipped, Missy Elliott style, however it may be. But in reverse, it almost feels as though like you were expecting a stampede and one didn't come in, and having to almost like surrender, like, I guess it's just not come in kind of thing. But with this Scorpion energy out next, this is very focused energy. And with all of this yellow, that's talking about your solar plexus, right? Your vitality, your creativity. That orange, that red, that's all those lower chakras, your sense of stability, the things that make you feel safe, the things that really trigger you, right? Really upset your apple cart. And this is the card that's upright for you. So that tells me that maybe something, like I said, didn't come in, or you were expecting something and you're having a really hard time kind of letting that go, which would make sense. You know, sometimes in life we have to make our own closure, and that's very difficult. But whatever it was, right, it's part of the whole like manage your expectations thing, which is like feels nearly impossible sometimes, right? But whatever it was, it feels like it's firing you up a little bit, and it's triggering you a little bit, like, should I sting? And you actually had a couple extra cards come out. You had the crocodile come out. Water energy, very, very emotional again, right? With all that yellow. There's a little bit of green though too, so it not only did it hit you where it hurt a little bit, I think it hit you in the heart a little bit too. And this is very much of an energy of like things being kind of submerged. Like you can't really see a crocodile until it wants to be seen, until it pops its eyes out of the water, right? It blends in, like you don't really notice it, kind of like covering it up. And then you got the Spirit card out, which I normally never take these cards out in reverse, but it felt very much like, because the cosmic egg is a death and rebirth. It's something new, something really special, something with all those colorings with your chakra, something that's very much in alignment with you, right? Waiting to be rebirthed in that chrysalis, that transitory period. And it's in reverse. It came out reverse. And like I said, I normally don't take them, but because of the rest of the spread, it feels like you thought that there was something in your life, whether it be a job opportunity, maybe a relationship, maybe something that you were working on, whatever it may be. It could play out in so many different ways. It's so general. But there was something that you thought was a cosmic egg, and you thought you were going to have this kind of death and rebirth, this process, and right, and you were waiting for it with this buffalo, and maybe it didn't come in, and that really is upsetting you. So you're really kind of pushing it down, not really just surrendering to the fact that sometimes we don't get the closure that we need, or the things that we expect to happen don't always happen the way we want. They don't play out in the way that we want, right? And so because you're kind of pushing it down and not really surrendering to like the flow of that disappointment, it is triggering you. It's hitting you where it hurts a little bit, right? Which happens. It totally happens. Like, been there. Okay. All right. Turtle flew out in your strengths. That's good. That's better water energy. It's much gentler water energy than the crocodile. crocodile smile. Something about crocodile smile. Ooh, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. I'm getting a little... my nose itches and like my forehead itches sometimes when I'm like getting I'm getting like almost like a Seven of Swords feeling off of this crocodile, or like if I'm feeling like the hyena card. If the hyena card doesn't come out in maybe your weaknesses, yeah, I might be a little bit surprised, because I'm getting like a crocodile smile. So it might be like you're pushing it down, and maybe because it's like this coloring, this explosion, this trigger point, it's not explosive everywhere. You are trying to contain it, but it might be pulling out some like really shadowy, like shady, petty, lower, darker aspects of your nature, possibly. But I want to go into your strengths right now. We're not talking about your bullshit. We're talking about your strengths. Please. And thank you so much. We have the turtle out. Is there any more? Going this one? Can I have another one, please? Can I have another one? Oh, I can have two more. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Maybe you are going to surrender, Libra. So you have the turtle energy, right? Slow and steady wins the race. This is it's a very soothing water energy, right? It's got all that heart chakra. It's got that sacral, that root, right? That orange, that red. You got a little bit of the solar plexus, all from the heart and all of the lower chakras down. But they have more room, right? They can spread out a little bit more. They're not so contained in like this little. They can stretch. They have time. They have time to process, to digest, to flow, right? And it's also about things that we know deep down, right? Also very much like this, a very much submerged energy, like things that we maybe knew weren't going to work out, or maybe we knew weren't the healthiest for us or the best, or maybe wasn't the right path. But you know, sometimes you gotta know. Sometimes you gotta know. So you do it, and that's all right. But we're here to move forward, right? But slow and steady. And it seems like you're willing to do that. I think maybe because you're so, you're saying upset, but it doesn't feel like you're having, like I said, like an outburst of upset, but it's like because you're submerging it. You're submerging it. So I think that's why you're trying to move slow, because you are a Libra. You like things to be justice. You like things to be justified. You like things to be harmonious. You like things to be in balance whenever possible. So you're also trying to do that for yourself, and by going slow through the process, that is going to aid you. It's interesting because you have another spirit card out in reverse, and it's almost like your strength is sooner or later giving up the gig of realizing that maybe this was just a season kind of situation for you, that maybe this was just a lesson, whether, you know, for your growth in whatever capacity that was for you. And it wasn't the golden ticket, right? Like it's almost like you realizing, and next out you have the elephant in reverse. This is very much a divine card for me. It's beautiful fire energy, right? Again, this base and this sacral chakra, right? All of these things like that make you feel at home and make you feel safe, your self-esteem, all of this. It's like your survival instinct is in that. And this is a card about divine detours, about the universe moving things in, moving things out for you. You know, interesting. I've never noticed that one of the tusks on this elephant's broken. I've never noticed that in this card ever, and I've had this deck for a while, which, I mean, I don't wear my glasses a lot, but that's unusual. And then you have out the lion, and this is very much about strength, obviously. It can be very much about pride. It can be very much about loyalty. You have it in reverse. So for me, it's like in your strength right now, it's almost like, I think maybe you're just too tired to fight. There's like maybe like or you're just too exhausted, or you're just sick of banging your head against the wall, and so you're almost just like, oh, cards are flying, I'm sorry, it's windy. The air sign, Libra, I see you, girl. I see you, boy, whoever you are out there in the world. It's almost like, and I've never noticed that touch, it's almost like a disconnection, right? Because this is like divine detour, spirit moving things in and out to create a path for you. And this golden egg in reverse, it's almost like coming to the slow realization that this was not something that the divine was bringing. Oh, I'm not even showing you the cards, I'm sorry. This was not something that the divine was bringing in for you, like as part of your path, right? As a matter of fact, like, not only was this not your golden egg, not only was this not your cosmic egg over here, but as a matter of fact, it actually disconnected and broke off part of your connection to spirit, to source, to the thing that's trying to get you on your path to fulfill your purpose, to live your happiest and best life. And I'm seeing this line card, and I'm just seeing like vulnerable. I'm feeling like humble, right? Almost like one of your strengths is sooner or later, you're going to turn this moth card upright, and you're going to have to surrender to this process. And just come to the realization that, you know, this wasn't a gift from God. This wasn't a golden egg, right? And we're going to have to be a little humble about it, because like, that sucks. It's okay. Disappointment. But we grow from it, right? If you can always heal from hurt, then you don't have to be afraid of being hurt in the future. Like, we can just heal, and then we could just move forward with gusto. Yes? But really, like, being vulnerable to that fact, and moving, being slow in your process, allowing yourself to kind of go at your own pace. That's all going to really help you. And it's going to help you know in the future, not for nothing, Libra, what things are for you in the future and what is divinely sent to you from source. You'll be able to recognize it better now. You'll be able to see something a mile away and be like, that's a bullshit. That's bullshit right there. That's not sent from God. You know how I know that's not sent from God? Because it feels like shit. If it leaves you overly worried, confused, more questions than answers, just like, ugh, that's probably not sent from your guides. It's probably not sent from source. It's probably not for you. It's probably why it's so hard to get figured out. You know? I mean, what do I know? Just a girl in the woods, talking to spirit through the trees. What are your weaknesses? I know Libra doesn't have a lot, but just because they're already all out on the board right here. They all came out in your general energy, all your weaknesses. Oh, we got one. You have the Swan in reverse. This is a card about self-reflection, right? Self-reflection. Being able to go really deep inside yourself and also step outside of yourself. Both forest from the trees for all the things that you do. Why are you doing it? How is my energy, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, not only how is it affecting me, how is it affecting my environment, right? My manifestation, the things that are transpiring in my day-to-day life, even if it's just frequency in the way that I'm feeling. Yes? And you have it out in reverse. So it's almost like your weakness is, it doesn't feel like you're not reflecting, but it feels like you're reflecting on the wrong things. That's what it is. Yeah. You're it's not that you're not like looking into yourself or doing, because you are, but you're almost focusing on the wrong things. Because look in this swan card, right? It's all blue, right? It's your throat chakra. It's all that purple, right? It's your crown chakra. Holy shit. Yeah. And then all the way down here, you have this little teeny tiny bit of yellow, maybe a little bit of green from that heart chakra, a little bit from the solar, but it's all purple. It's all this like upper chakra stuff. Like you're focusing on, I guess, wanting to express yourself or express something or find answers through your third eye or look for signs in your crown through spirit and whatever it is. But meanwhile, in the rest of this spread, it's all lower chakra shit. It's all out there. There's a little heart chakra floating around, especially as like being able to kind of open up that heart space by being able to go at your own pace in a balanced, harmonious way, as a Libra would. Other than that, there's yellow, there's red, there's orange, all over this board, right? And the fact that all of the purple, that the only purple that is here is on the bottom, meaning that it's like you're not actually, you're taking these lower chakra triggers and interpreting them as like a gut instinct or like a sign from your crown, from source, when it's not. It's just like your ego being triggered, right? With that crocodile smile. It's like, it's in that. So it's not that you're not being reflective, Libra. It's just that you're reflecting on all of this, on this stuff, what you're gonna say and how you're thinking about things and the signs to put to, no. Bring it back down. Keep reflecting, but upright. The yellow's right on top. So let's start at our solar. Fuck the heart right now. We got time. We're gonna go slow and steady. You're gonna open up your heart chakra, like no problem. But just give it time. Screw that right now. Go start at your solar and go all the way down. Your solar. You want to go your sacral. You want to do your root. All of that. Eat root vegetables. Have a sweet potato. Do whatever you got to do. Stick your feet in some mud. Whatever it is. Like, but stay out of here. Stay out of the attic for a little while. You got to go into the basement. That's gonna help your alignment, because it's like you're top heavy, you know? You're like me in the 7th grade, just top heavy. My hips didn't grow in yet. You gotta grow yourself some hips, Libra. Gotta do your lower chakra shit. I want to see if you have any more weaknesses. I might have just summed it up in that. I had a mouthful. I got a mouthful for Libra today. It's all right, though. It's pretty nice. I was a little hard on Aries the other day, so you guys are getting it pretty easy. Okay, so I think that's your only weakness. That's okay. So let's go into what you should do moving forward. I can't hear you. Captain. Where's that coming from? Are you guys watching SpongeBob in quarantine? Oh. Okay. Okay. Keep the bear out in reverse. Beautiful earth energy. It's very much of a hibernation energy, right? In reverse, it's telling me you should come out of hibernation a little bit. I don't think it means to like come out of the water and bite people with your crocodile teeth or go sting them like a little scorpion, but yeah. One more? I'll do one more. But my guides are funny today. I'll tell you that. They got jokes on jokes. So like I said, we have this bear energy out, beautiful earth energy, right? And I'm almost seeing like this right over here. I'm almost seeing like a little light bulb, right? Like you have this little idea. It's a little bit like you have to come, you're getting this bright idea that moving forward, like I'm going to have to come out of hibernation. Like I'm going to have to deal with this stuff. The only way out is through, right? But we're going to have to come out of hibernation. And when you have the tiger coming out next, beautiful fire energy, right? And here we are in the depths of it, working through our shadow, working through all of our lower chakras, all this stuff that's really triggering us, making us feel uncomfortable, making us, you know, upset our stability, right? These expectations, the assumptions, right? Being able to figure out like, what are these feelings that we have versus what is black and white? Like, what do we know? This moon, what don't we know? How do we focus this, right? That cat, that intuition. Let's have all of our systems working together now. Like, let's not come out of hibernation, like I said, with crocodile teeth and scorpions and start fucking everybody up. No, but let's come out of hibernation and like, let's get to work on ourselves, right? We want to be king of our jungle. That's why this is the basic instinct animal oracle spread. And then you have about the dolphin next, when it's interesting. And I heard get better friends. And that is a little rough, but this is a very positive card for me. Beautiful karmic energy. It's very intuitive. It's a very intuitive card. It's my friend card. It's my positive friend card, right? This is like your if the Panther card was like your shadow self, this would be your higher self card, right? In this aspect, I'm getting it more of friends, but in reverse, it's like focus on balancing yourself, and then it's like focus on balancing your environment. So that way in the future, like I said in the beginning of this spread, like you'll be able to see things ahead of time and know that's not for me. Like, no, that's not something that like the divine elephant is trying to put in my path. No, that's something that's going to break off one of my tusks, one of my connections of source. No, that's something that I know that's not going to work out for me, right? You're going to be able to see it more. You're going to be able to see who are friends and who are foes for you. Because the whale spirit, you have all this information now, right? You've worked through your shadow, so it's not bubbling up at the top. You have more integration. You have your crown right here, but you're not floating away with it like the wind, right? Your solar, the things that bring you confidence, your well-being, the things that really light you up, make you feel good and happy, right at the top of the to-do list. And then we work in the things that we love, and we work in the ways that we express ourselves. And there's a little darkness in there, absolutely, because life is a duality, always. It is black and white and gray, and it's red, and it's fiery, and it's beautiful, and it's deep in the depths. But we have all this knowledge now. How to bob, how to weave, how to lean, how to rock with it. And then you have this beautiful water energy again. It's the octopus. And again, it's a lot about intuition, right? But it's almost like with an opposite. I'm almost getting the, like apply this intuition to like, it's like the octopus. It's like things all over you, right? Entanglements, these people, these karmic relationships, these things that aren't serving you, these expectations that you have, trying to take something that's not really for you and trying to make it be for you to validate something inside of yourself, right? To tell you that you're good enough or to prove to you that you're not, right? Like whatever it is, we all have our things. Oh, I have pollen in my hair. I have pollen in my hair. That's my thing right now. But moving forward, Libra, is we're going to come out of hibernation and we're really going to balance and align all of our little mechanisms, right? Get ourselves running like a well-oiled machine for ourselves so we feel good. So that way we can make better choices in our friends and in our karmic relationships, and have really good, upright, positive cycles with people for ourselves, because we know so much about ourselves. We know where to place, right, on the to-do list, in the mechanisms. We know which systems got to get turned on first, how things need to work because of our experience, right? And we know how to wade in the waters of our emotions now because of that experience that we have. And we're able to disentangle ourselves from these little suction cups, like pulling the suction cups off of us from these things and these people and these attachments. A lot of it's just like attachments, like energetic little suction cup attachments, right? It's that not being able to surrender to the thing that didn't come. Being able to do that. Being able to cut it off, right? Does an octopus, don't they grow like a new little little thing? Tentacle. Don't they grow new tentacles? I think they might. I think they do. So cut them off. You'll get there. You'll grow new ones. You'll be fine. But also, it's like with the intuition, it's at the bottom. It's almost like, pardon me. Ah, that's kind of cool. Look, dude, that's kind of cool. Bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. 5, that's the number of change. But it's almost like I said, like using your intuition, like in your 3D life, not just floating away with it in your head. It's almost like using your lower chakras, like your gut instincts, when something triggers you or like flares up that feeling in you, as also a part of your intuition. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, that feels shitty. Oh, that's upsetting me. Oh, that's making me feel some kind of way. And having to immediately connect with your intuition, being like, okay, that's why. Okay, let's backtrack. Let's look at it. Okay, now let's walk it out. And walk it out. Ah, look, 33, master number, horse spirit. Freedom is yours. Freedom is yours, Libra. Anything else? Any more advice for my beautiful Libras? And I love on the horse, right? It's all the colors. You got the orange, you have the blue, you have some of the green, you got a little bit of the red, you got everything. All right here, all on your face. My little Libras. My poor little Libras. Ah. 52, scarab spirit. Magic works through you. That's a 7. Ooh, 22. Ah, we love that. Think like, 7 of Pentacles, planting those seeds. You're planting those little seeds for yourself. You know where to plant now, right? Coming out of hibernation. Winter is over. Spring is here. I shouldn't say that too loud. I've seen some shit out here. I have. I think that might be it, but no, one more. Okay. Aw, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. Starfish spirit. Open to infinite possibilities. Card number 59. It's 14. Breaks down to a 5. That's change. That's change. And it's very reminiscent of the star card in the traditional tarot. When you wish upon a star, right? And look, I'm very drawn to the hair coming off the starfish. I've never really noticed that. I see things I didn't see 3 weeks ago. It's weird. But it's almost reminding me of like the mane on this horse. Just something I noticed. Thank you, Libra. I hope that this helped you. I really did. You're doing a really good job. Just go at your own pace, right? You're a horse. You don't have to gallop, though. You can tortoise in the hair. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Anyway, I hope that this helped. If you guys need anything, I'm here. If you'd like to chit-chat with me in the comments. All of my information is in the description box. All the decks that I use are down there. My Twitter's down there. I do daily spreads for all the elements. I do a lot of them for the signs. I do pick-a-cards on Twitter. I do all that stuff over there. My email for my personals, all my stuff, all my things. Yeah. So thank you, Libra. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the fresh air. Yeah? I'll see you next week. Be good.